Okay, microphones, please. I'd like to call to order the Finance, Legal, and Audit Committee meeting for July the 15th. We're getting a little bit of a late start at 6:35. Roll call, please.
Garfield.
Here.
Mensch.
Here.
DeWitt.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Peterson. Pence.
Here.
Rolfs.
Here.
Bro.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
8 present, 1 absent.
As you can see, I don't have anything on my agenda tonight other than the budget. I do have a copy here in front of me in case I'll try to answer whatever questions you might have. If not, we'll have to consult with the Fox Group. But there's no transfers because we don't have a budget yet. There'll be some transfers next month. But until we get the budget approved and passed, then we'll move on after that.
I think Nick has some questions about the.
Are we talking about this one for this budget? The smaller one that we got in our mailbox?
We
Or
can.
talking about this big packet.
The big one.
Okay, I don't have anything with the big packet. I just got what I picked out of this one. Just some questions.
Okay.
So on page 5 of your smaller packet, there's uniforms. It's underneath park funds. What are the uniforms for $480? Does anyone know?
Uniform under the park.
Yep.
Mm,
Would it be swim?
hmm?
Would it be swimsuits or anything like that?
No.
Uniforms under parks.
Yeah, it says park fund, and it's in the parks, and it says uniforms for. It says first column says 400, next column says 480.
So you got employees paid out of the park fund. They probably got clothing allowance.
Yeah, they have to split everything up.
Okay.
Different departments.
What's the account number, Nick?
I don't have that because, like I said, I'm in the smaller
What are you
packet.
looking
Yeah. I was gonna say there's a line item number on there if you're.
Oh, you're looking at the ordinance.
Okay.
The budget and appropriation ordinance.
Okay. That's why I was asking about that. Okay. All right.
Okay, I was gonna
That's a
say.
pan
Okay,
car thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Then-
Car.
yeah, you
Oh,
would
okay.
need this one, the actual budget.
Yeah, you're looking
I
at
do.
the
Okay.
ordinance for,
I
yeah.
I'll
don't
get
think
the
we've
ordinance
had
file.
any expenses in
No.
uniforms because
No.
I do have, like the summer help that
Okay.
we provide work boots for, but we
Oh,
haven't
okay.
had any purchases this year on that, so I was a bit confused. I'm looking at Kathy like.
That's not what you're looking at tonight.
Okay. I was just looking at that one, so we'll throw that off to the side here.
Mayor,
Yes.
I took 2 weeks looking through this. I was very pleased to see the numbers were very close.
Okay.
Nothing stood out blatantly. I'm happy with it.
Big packet.
I know we can't move on it tonight. I would like to say thank you for taking the time. Everyone that worked on this, thank you for taking the time, and
Like I
know there's
said-
no motion to be made on it until next week. And,
No, you can approve it tonight. It's on the agenda.
oh, it is, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the
I
budget's
make
on the agenda.
motion that we approve this budget and move it to next week.
I'll second it.
Okay. Yes, we had myself, Terry Pence, Jeff Peterson, Don Miller. We all worked on it at different times, and we all had different discussions with department heads. And we did spend some time on it. So,
Thank you, gentlemen.
all right. Any other
Need a
comments,
roll.
questions?
Need a roll.
We had a motion and a second. Roll call.
Garfield.
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
DeWitt.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Rolfs.
Yes.
Pence.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Roll call carried.
I guess I just skipped the treasurer's report. Everyone has a copy of the treasurer's report for last month.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Of course, some of the lines in the treasurer's report are a little off because of our budget, the hold on our budget. Those aren't exactly the way they should be. Some of the lines are minus
Because of the transfers.
because of the transfers didn't happen, so. Need a motion to second for the treasurer's report.
I
So
make the
moved.
motion.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Burrow,
Yes.
Rolfs,
Yes.
Pence,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
DeWitt,
Yes.
Mensch.
Yes.
Garfield,
Yes.
Mayor. Mayor.
Aye. Sorry.
All carried.
I distracted him.
I got distracted. I for some reason just skipped public comment because there's no public here. But I guess I have to ask of public comment. I don't see any. No public comment. Treasurer's report was good. We discussed that. No transfers this month. Do we have any other inquiries for the finance, legal, and audit? Any other thoughts, comments? Like I said, next month we'll probably have some transfers. Okay. I hear no other comments. I need a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Looks like it's about 7:41, and we'll start the Public Works. Roll call, Kathy?
Burrow,
Here.
Garfield,
Here.
Pence,
Here.
Miller,
Here.
Mensch.
Here.
DeWitt,
Here.
Rolfs,
Here.
Peterson, Mayor.
Here.
8 present, 1 absent.
Okay, we have no one here for public comments, so we'll go right to the Public Works, and we'll let Lauren take that.
Good evening, council. We'll just kind of go through this and touch bases on the larger items. Our new well's still scheduled for August. I have not gotten a firm date on when the drill rig will be out, but hoping beginning of August. Next large item here is grant for water main on Elm Street. We are looking to get that out to bid by end of year, so that will be a 2026 project with that $450,000. And we have got confirmation that those funds are available to us. So that $450,000, we're expecting to run the water main from Sycamore to A Street and in that section on 3rd by Byard Funeral Home. So, and then while we're talking about Elm Street, we have got all 3 right-of-ways signed. We have a little bit more paperwork before we can take it out to the county to record those right-of-ways. So once those are recorded, I'll be ordering materials to run this water main from Brianna to Sycamore. So good news, and it was nice to get some cooperation from our neighbors nearby here. So expecting to see some movement on that probably August at this point, but once that takes off, that'll be a nice project that'll probably take us 2 or 3 weeks to completely finalize, but that'll be nice.
I will commend you on your effort on getting those right-of-ways because that's not an easy task. It's
No, I mean,
process.
it's a long process, and it's a lot of back and forth with, you know, homeowner, property owners, so, but that's, been in the works for how many years now, so we finally got that accomplished.
right.
Discussing, let's see, no movement on the North Street water main extension until the well's drilled. We had 1 water main break last month over on Jackson in Virginia. So we have a little asphalt work to do there. We also excavated a valve and replaced a valve box that was broke. So that asphalt will be repaired as well. The rest of our water main projects, the Belmont and 6th Street, will be starting the 21st, so Monday. They'll be doing some saw cutting this Thursday, but Monday they'll be excavating the bore pits. Tuesday, the boring company will be out to start probably potholing, setting up their rig. So hopefully that process goes quick. We can get that accomplished and at least out of the Martin Avenue intersection within a week so that it can start settling, because that project is holding up our road work over there. So we gotta get past the Martin Avenue intersection, and then they'll start on the paving side. So realistically, that's pushing the paving out until the beginning of August at least. So I'm pushing for a completion date of August 15th, which is the Friday before school starts. So IPC knows this, so we just need good weather and some cooperation on the underground work. The 2nd Street 8-inch water main, I had Kathy print out a proposal for you all. So after our TIF meeting last month and going through that with our TIF advisor, she's estimating that we're gonna have, what was it, $1.1 million in TIF 4 after 2026. But we need to allocate those funds by the end of this year, or those go back out to the taxing bodies. We'll have about $250,000 remaining in TIF 3 after our water main and our road projects. So we can move the TIF 3 money into TIF 4, giving us roughly $1.3, $1.4 million. So we're submitting the water main permit for 2nd Street. You guys approved that section from Jackson to Washington last month. I had Keith go ahead and submit for that permit for that entire 2nd Street water main to Cherry, including Cherry Street from 2nd to 3rd. I figure if we're permitting, we might as well permit the whole thing, even if we don't do the complete project in one whole. At least we have the IEPA permit to do so. But after with the TIF meeting last month, discovering we had quite a bit more in TIF 4, we'll have quite a bit more in TIF 4 than we all expected. Keith revised his proposal. His first proposal for that section from Jackson to Washington was $62,500. He revised his proposal to do the complete project design. His proposal was $115,500 for the entire project for topo, survey, easement work, full design, build, permitting. I think we might as well do the full project, have it shovel ready, knowing that we have TIF funds that we need to allocate. So we really need to get this designed and out to bid and approved before the end of this year, so Ken Carr can write up a letter stating that these funds are allocated already.
I suggest we go ahead and give Lauren the go-ahead on this.
I'll second that.
We don't need a motion on it, just gotta give them the okay.
Well,
Well,
we're not
it'll
gonna
go to
divide
count,
it.
we'll put it on the agenda next week with this dollar amount for approval, but I can at least tell Keith, let's keep the ball moving.
We're not gonna split it in two.
No, we're gonna go ahead and just bid it as one, design it as one.
We thought it would be around $1 million.
Well, yeah, we were estimating $1.2 million, so that's gonna be right where we're at with our TIF funds. You know, and I hate to leave money on the table.
No, I think it's a worthy project.
Yeah.
So we'll put that on the agenda for next week's full council and keep that moving. The next big topic is our wastewater treatment plant, our pumps we discussed last month. The council approved the rebuild is for $62,000. Working with multiple vendors through pump curves, really hashing the pumps down to the best price we can get. I got a competitive bid at 170, I think it was 174,000 for 2 pumps. And then my third vendor came in at 101,000 for 2 new pumps, meeting our pump curves and our needs. Discussing that with chairman, Kathy, and everybody, that I decided that's an operational. I needed to get these pumps moving. I went ahead and purchased those pumps. I signed the agreement with them. I figured instead of spending 62,000 on rebuilding a 30-year-old pump, 101,000, we have 2 brand new ones. So I didn't think that was going to be an issue, but at least I hope not. So those are purchased. There's a 12-week lead time. We'll install. They'll do the startup on
You're not
them.
trading the old ones in?
No. No, those will be left for Xylem to scrap. So
Now, the third pump we still have there, which is also 30-some years old.
So I want to get the 2 new pumps in, make sure we don't have any issues. They meet all our needs, everything, which they should, because all the pump curves were correct. And then probably get it in the budget, or at least get a third one ordered in the near future, so it's sitting in at the wastewater plant in the building. So when that third pump does fail, because I think it's right around the corner.
We'll put that on next year's budget.
Yeah, so I think it's far enough out. If we have 2 brand new pumps, even if that third one fails, we're not in trouble.
Right.
So we can always budget that for next year, and we can always order it, next February, knowing it'll come in, after May 1st or whatever, and have it in the new budget. So, parks or Oslet grant. They were out surveying, working on the topo. They did soil bores for the splash pad and pavilion to make sure that the ground conditions are fine. We're not going to have to do anything extra with footings or whatever. I have everything staked out, so we're going to be starting the concrete pad probably this week, at least prepping, digging, getting that ready to go, and pouring that next week. I had to order some seal. It was their recommendation for the concrete, so I had to purchase that. We just received that, so now we move forward with it. Got 1 bid for the pickleball court. It was about $70,000 with the netting, all the paving, painting, crack sealing, all that. So we were trying to get a second bid on that, and then we are also looking to get a price from Tuziant for a fence around this. So that's slow moving, but we did submit for the IEPA permit for the water main, so I'm hoping we'll have that within the next 30 to 60 days, so we can start the water main extension over there as well. Still looking at some prices for a permanent bathroom structure. Be nice to have one that's built and ready to go, and you just set in place and plumb it, but still working on that. Streets, as we talked, the Martin Avenue and the Belmont is kind of delayed until the water main project's done. The Martin Avenue extension is delayed until we're paving the rest of that. That is pretty much complete. They have a little bit of work to do in the detention pond, and then some site restoration, and obviously the paving, but that is looking nice out there. They did the restoration between the curb and the sidewalk, so it's shaping up pretty nice over there. I had a meeting today. There's a little bit of grade work that needs to happen to drain off some low spots that are holding water, so we don't have any issues with the farmers, but easy fixes there.
If anybody has a chance to, be sure to get out there to look at that. It's starting to shape up real nice.
The next big topic is Cherry Street. The MFT resolution was approved. Plans will be sent to IDOT by the end of this month. Hopefully they can turn that around, review that within a couple weeks, and get that posted. It is a 2-week bid process with IDOT, so hopefully by the end of August we'll have some bids on Cherry Street and get that awarded in September, get that paved before the end of this year. Staffing, I have an interview Thursday with a gentleman fresh out of the military with equipment experience through there, so we'll see if that works out. Equipment wise, I ordered the Ford F-150, and then we recently had to purchase tires this week for the back of the backhoe. It's gonna be about $3,000, but the bead finally gave up, so we been in the shop 2 different times in the last 2 weeks, so CNC said the tires just shot, just load issues, so, other than that, that's all I really have, other than I think, we have an executive session on the
Yep.
agenda, right, Kathy?
Yes.
Okay, we do have an executive session on the agenda. I guess we need a motion to go into executive session.
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Garfield. Bench.
Yes.
DeWitt.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Pence.
Yes.
Rolfs.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Roll call carried. I have to.
Yeah.